This is Terry Lydon. You're listening to the Unofficial Lounge.
Hey man, appreciate everybody listening. This is Tutai. I'm a referee in the Big 12 Conference. You are listening to the Unofficial Lounge.
The Unofficial Lounge with Ashante, Craybon, and Monty. We're here to give you the insight into some of the biggest plays you remember, involving the people wearing the stripes. We look at the grit it takes to become an official, while exploring the history of officiating with the people who made it. It's more than black and white.
Everybody, welcome to the Unofficial Lounge. We're going to kick off season 5 with a little intro to it here. Ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate everybody. Number one, the guests that we have already recorded throughout the year, the past guests for the previous seasons. But really, want to thank my two brothers for, coming up with this concept turned into something that we all didn't think it was. So, hey, Ashante, let's get this next season kicked off right. How's your off season going?
Hey man,
right down the street.
Let's stop, bro. Let's stop all this. Everybody want to know the $1 million question, man. Where everybody at? You know what I'm saying? Let's stop beating around the bush. You know?
Did you survive?
Yeah, like hold on, who survived?
So we gonna start there.
We going right into it.
We gonna start with you? How was your off season? Where you at?
Hey man, I'm blessed to be where I'm at. It didn't work out how I wanted, but I'm where I'm supposed to be.
There you go. So right now you still currently in the Pac-12.
Yes, I'm in the Pac-12 minus 10. You know what I'm saying? There is a conference. There is a conference.
Right. You still got a conference.
Moving forward. Yes. So, like I said, I'm still there. We're looking to play some games and see how it works.
Fortunately, the thing is you still get the opportunity to work, right? Because going into the off season before everything happened, we really didn't know what it was going to be, if it was going to be anything. So the good thing is that you still, those of you that still are in the Pac-12, which a whole lot of great officials. Let's just face it. I mean, it wasn't enough room, sadly. It wasn't enough spaces for everybody to get picked up.
Can't take everybody. Everybody couldn't go.
Everybody couldn't go.
Someone's had to stay behind and man the Titanic.
Right.
Man, that Titanic's still going though.
Right.
Yeah. Ain't sink yet.
It's a slow sink though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm still on the boat with the band. You know what I'm saying?
Right on. Well, hey man, I'm just happy that you and the other ones that are still there get the opportunity to continue on working.
There's still an opportunity to do. It ain't Power 5 no more, but Power 4 with 2. I know.
Power 4.2. Power 4.2.
Power 4.2. So it's still that opportunity. But enough for me. What about you two Judases? What did you?
All right, Monty. All right, Monty. Where you at, Monty? Where your off season take you?
So I was just lucky enough to make my way over to Chicago. It's gonna be a nice little trip on the Saturdays to.
What's in Chicago, Monty?
What's in
Stop
Chicago,
beating around.
Going to the Big Ten Command Center.
Okay.
Big Ten Command Center.
So,
right on. So you continue on at the Command Center because last year you was in the Pac-12 Command Center. So you continue on with the Command Center now. Command centers all across the country are picking up a lot more responsibility. So congratulations, sir. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, Monty.
A lot more cold weather gear.
Man, you're gonna be indoors.
You in an indoor it don't take that much to go from the whole airport to the hotel.
Man, you never know. The Uber might break down. Who knows?
Okay.
Man, you better get on the L.
Oh, we're not even that far. It's 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Oh man, look at him.
You don't even have to pack a jacket.
No. And then right next to it is Fogo de Chao. So that's gonna be nice.
Wow, you see how he just humbly stunned. Hold on. What is Fogo de Chao for those Monty who don't know?
Oh, that is a fine Brazilian steakhouse. Oh, you can eat.
a place that you would never go, Ashanti.
They have vegetables. You just put it on red for everything else.
Put on green red.
Pay $80 for a salad bar, huh?
Yeah, that's it. Best salad in town. Okay, congratulations, Monty.
No, I
sounds about right.
Appreciate it.
That sounds about right.
Sometimes it's lucky, good to be lucky than good.
All right.
Well, luck didn't got you this far in your life. You might as well keep with it.
That's right.
He was crying 3 years ago. Look at him.
Yeah, we gonna keep bringing that up.
Yeah, because we witnessed it. We witnessed it. So yes, it will be.
Hey,
It
Monty,
will be brought up.
I ain't gonna lie. That's how I felt this year. This some bull.
Some bull.
Don't nobody want me.
You stupid. You stupid.
No,
You
you
stupid.
give us your first year. You got another year. You be all right.
Okay, I feel
Like
good.
you
That's
were.
what everybody say,
Yeah.
even the coaches. But what about you, Mr. Barrett? You know what I'm saying? You kind of quiet on your front. You know, you had the pretty white hat on last year. Is it a continuation or you moving back? Because I ran you off the line of scrimmage. You can't come back to the line.
now that's one thing you didn't do. You still can't hold my jersey in your closet on the line of scrimmage.
I ran him off the line of scrimmage.
But no,
you
man,
you and DJ, I ran y'all off the line of scrimmage.
See now you really smoking. See, that's what's wrong with you. See, that's boy, oh boy. But no, man, I was blessed enough to get the invite to the Big 12 and stay at the referee position. So I thought for sure I was going back to my home territory of the line of scrimmage, but thankfully they gonna let me keep that pretty little white hat on, man. So
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
New referee in the new conference. You ready for that?
You better watch out. They're gonna knock you over, and they're gonna be trying to take that hat off you.
Yeah. You know, everybody like to scheme on that white hat.
Right. You know, but you know, we talked about it a lot, you know, before, Shante. The biggest thing I think is not just the on-field officials that are different going into the new conferences. After 10 years at the PAC, plus all the years of doing the SC practices,
Dealing
and
with the coaches
you know,
and all
all
that.
this dealing with the coaches and the relationships that you built throughout the conference.
Even the support staff.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
You know the locker room guys. You know the security people.
SID, everybody.
SID,
knows, like,
right, is exactly. You know that, to where now you're going in, and heck, some of these schools I've never been to, so I don't even know where the locker room is at. Right. You know, like I don't even know how to get to the locker rooms, let alone anybody, any contacts or anything like that. So that's going to be the biggest thing to get used to.
Well, you know, 4 schools with a locker room at.
I know 4. I know 4.
You know how to get the
I know
locker room.
4.
Colorado, Utah, Arizona State.
Well, but that's the big thing too. I think we're going into the Big 12. It's a conference that's in such transition itself. I mean, we have 16 schools, and 8 of them have been there for 2 years or less.
Wow.
Right? When you think about it, 8 of them have been there for 2 years, because they had 4 come in last year. Now they have 4 coming in this year. So everybody and everything is in a transition. So it's going to be a interesting year. Looking forward to it. Get to go to some new places, which should be fun. But travel's going to be different, right? I mean,
yeah.
travel's going to be different.
Them red eyes. I remember them red eyes in the SWAC. They
Well,
knew me
you
at
know,
DF. Well, that's when I didn't even have no lounge access. I was sitting in gin pop when I got off the plane at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you want a jumpsuit on.
Yeah, you sitting out there, you wait on the plane from 5 to 8. You just sitting out there in the population.
Well, the big thing is that other than Arizona, everybody else is not Pacific time zone. So,
Ooh.
Every game is different time zone.
Yeah.
And then even Arizona later in the year, they don't flip.
They don't split.
So that's the big change. So now it's those, what you were used to with the SWAC, Ashante, where if you have an early kick on Saturday, getting out on Friday, you taking the first thing smoking, or you taking that red eye. I took a red eye this past weekend going to a scrimmage. So it's just what we're gonna have to get used to, get prepared for, because
Then you
don't want to miss it.
Pray for the
Yeah,
weather.
Then
Yeah.
flying it through Dallas, you don't know what you're gonna get.
yeah, exactly.
So,
So it's gonna be and I'm gonna try to get to Dallas, Fort Worth as early as possible every Friday morning, and then go from there. And
Yeah.
if the stuff start rolling downhill, hopefully I'm in a position to
fly to Charlotte.
get mine. Get mine corrected. Right. Give me the Charlotte. I'll figure it out from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Looking forward
Monty
to it.
screwed. Chicago always messed up. So once October hit,
Well,
Right.
no, but you figure I got coming out of Santa Barbara, I go to LAX, SFO, or Denver. So as long as I kind of look at the weather and take the right route, I should be okay.
But you got to get to
you
Chicago.
gotta get out.
Or get out of Chicago.
Well, get out. I think get out's gonna be harder to get in.
Yeah.
Right. You gonna, even though you don't want to, you better book that early flight on Sunday, have a late checkout in your hotel room, just in case you need to go back.
He gonna be in the airport with a piece of paper. Fly me to SFO.
Boy, oh boy. So yeah,
I've already experienced a couple times where it bumped and it bumped and it bumped, and then they finally.
But that was due to that. Everybody got caught up due to that so-called cyber attack.
Oh no, I missed that. That was fantastic. I missed. I was there. So I was in Chicago the day before I got there. They had 24 tornadoes.
Ooh.
And then the cyber attack hit the Friday I was there, and then I got out that Sunday. Oh man, I missed it all. I was so lucky.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But yeah, travel's good. It's gonna be fun, but we all know it's
Oh man, let's talk about something too. Craven, right. All those officials who get to work in California, they get to who haven't experienced it. They gonna get to experience that tax.
They going, yeah, man. California tax man. Give me my money. Right? That's the new thing, right? Give me my money.
Give me my money. Hey, what you thought you was making, you ain't gonna make it California.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Well, I mean, you're gonna experience this year, Shante. You're not gonna have a game in California. The likelihood of me having a game in California this year is unlikely. So, it's gonna be a different experience. But happy, blessed, still to continue doing what we do. Get to still hang out with my boys and my fellas. It's gonna be a little different now that we're not all in the same conference, so we can connect up more on the regular basis. I was just talking to one of our past guests of the show today, Marvell, and he goes, you go to the clinic and everybody wants to hang out with a crew. Like, hey, we want to do crew dinners, we want to do crew this. And it's like, man, I ain't gonna see the other people in the conference the rest of the year. So let me go hang out with them at the clinic, because I'm gonna see y'all hopefully 14, 15 weeks. Right. Throughout the season where
you get that many games.
Wow. No, I'm just saying,
like, man.
we talking scrimmages. We talking scrimmages too, right?
Okay.
we talking scrimmages too. So it's but you know what I'm saying, angry man. You always got something funny to say.
I'm just saying, man. Hey, and also for people who understand, I will see the same two schools. So,
yes. You will see a lot of Corvallis and Pullman.
Yeah. So
two beautiful cities.
Either they gonna love me or hate me, but I'm gonna be there.
You're gonna see a bunch of different teams that you ain't seen.
Yeah, I'm gonna see a bunch of those.
That's right.
So,
I think you guys Mount
West. Shout out to the Angry Beaver in Corvallis.
Right.
Okay, I guess I'll hit that up. I will have an opportunity. I will be there several times. But I think too, that's the challenge too with the conference, is knowing all eyes on the conference and just putting out a good product. Officiate the game, and just come with that mindset. Like you said, I still live to fight another day, and
round 8, rope-a-dope.
I got a punch a chance. That's all I feel like this year. I got a punch and chance. So, Monty, I'm coming for your replay spot.
Right.
Now everybody want to listen.
Hey. Oh, he want to talk about now everybody want to listen, and he didn't want to listen.
Shoot, man, I hung up my cleats 4 years ago. Shoot.
Reluctantly.
Right.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I was screaming.
Best thing I ever did. Best thing I ever did.
Oh, that's what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Well, what was interesting with all this though is that the lack of movement that it caused, everywhere else. because you had so many of us in the pack. That was, free agents, shall we say, going to these different places. So you had a lot less movement from the lower levels as well, which is a different experience. There's a lot of people that listen to the show, the younger guys still out there grinding and everything.
Keep grinding.
Keep doing it. Keep doing
it.
Be happy where your feet are and be the best at your spot while you're there before you think it's time for you to jump up to the next level, because it's not always as simple as we try to make it out to be. So your time is coming. Your time is coming. Be happy with it, and as Monty can attest to now, it's worth the wait.
It is.
It's worth the wait.
Absolutely.
Hold up, bro. I experienced it last year. Like that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
I would just say it's different now. Being able to go to the back room is different.
Correct. Right.
Yeah,
times is changing. Times is changing.
And it's also different too when you walk on the field and the coach and you say something to the coach and he like listening to you like, okay, like you know what you're talking about.
Right.
It's like, hold on, it's a different. Even at practices, I'm noticing like, oh, it's a difference when they see you out there now and they know what level you at, and they ask the questions and you talking to them. Before it's like, hey, go talk to that guy.
Right.
Now it's like, hey, Ashante, come here. So,
but I will say though, it's going to be different for me going in as a referee than on a different position.
Didn't come up in that conference.
But not just that, it's almost they instantly look at you differently. They don't know you yet, but you're the leader of the pack. You're the face of it. So they come at you a little bit differently than if I was to kick off, and I got the L on my back standing in front of a coach that don't know me, and saying his guy is offside. He's offside. So it's gonna be interesting, but I look forward to it. I look forward to it.
What's it's gonna be Crayvon. What's gonna be the first name to call you?
Oh man,
they gonna mess him up.
It's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna be bad. It's
Cravanier.
It's the right.
Cravanier.
It's funny because when you have to go meet with the TV producers either during the week or day of the game. The first thing they ask, how do we pronounce your name? That's the first thing. That's the first thing that they ask. How do we pronounce your name? So it's I'll be getting a lot of that. But hey, looking forward to it. Like I say, I have been to quite a few of the schools in the past before, but I think there's 8 schools I haven't touched at all in the or 6, something like that I haven't touched at all. So looking forward to it.
West Virginia in November.
Where say hoping the worst.
Hope you get.
That's all right.
What you looking forward to, Ashante?
Oh man,
being in Pullman in November. Yeah,
I am. Great place to be. That's all I can say. As you know, Crayvon, regardless of the weather, I will be bundled up. You know what I'm saying?
We know. We know.
So, but yeah, it's just the same experience because now we get to work. I get to work with everybody in the pack, in the who's left of the Pac-12. So everybody gets to work with each other. So it's now there's, what I'm saying, like one of the officials came up to me like, hey, now we, look forward to working with you. So
they sure didn't before, huh?
Now they, ain't got no choice now. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I'll talk to him.
I'll talk to him now,
That's funny.
But that's it. Because like you said, my games are pretty much in the Northwest. So hopefully don't spend too much money at the Nike store. That's my goal.
Hey, just make sure you call me when you're there. Just make sure you call me. Just make sure you call me when you're there. Because I won't be able to get there like I won't be able to get my annual trip. When you and Chuck is up there, y'all better hit me up.
Yeah.
Send a couple pictures. Size 13, please.
Size 13. And that's another thing too, that last year because of travel, I get the Chuck will be supervising a couple of games, so I get to travel with him. So that stress of him in the pregame.
O2O. Last time I was talking to Chuck, I broke my O2O.
How you break it?
It got caught on a chair when I was talking to him. And I think it was
That
down
was
Arizona.
that was that Cal game or Arizona?
Arizona State.
Okay.
I had to run down there and grab a new one.
Yeah, because I'm still mad like y'all took forever. That was a touchdown. What took y'all so long to confirm that?
That was the one where it went across the
pylon.
Pylon. Oh, no,
Yeah.
you're right.
I know, right? What took so long?
Man, we've got many angles to work through there, sir. Many angles.
That's what the coach asked. Like, what's taking so long? I'm like, I don't know. I called the touchdown. I don't know what they're looking at.
But what did Chuck always say? You got to go through all the angles. Don't just
go through the angles.
Crazy. Go through all the angles.
The one angle I called a touchdown was a touchdown. So that's the only angle I had to look at.
And then you were correct.
I know.
So Monty, we know, me and Ashanti know you enjoy it more than what we do, talking to the ins and outs of, how much more is the command center going to be involved this year compared to your previous history with the
it's going to be
centers?
much more. So in the Big Ten, they just spent, I want to say $15 million on a new center. Maybe upwards of 17. And so what the change in the rule book this year is that now decisions can be made from a replay command center. So now there'll still be two officials there at the field working replay. And then they'll be there. Their job is to get the game stopped. Their job is there to evaluate, make sure that all the numbering and all that stuff, like all the real things that you can only see if you're there, make sure all that stuff's done. But then the actual decisions will come from Chicago whenever.
So you ain't getting involved in no 12-man on the field, huh? That's beneath you.
It's not beneath me, but it is it's third down the list of things.
Okay, it ain't the first thing you looking at.
No, okay.
And so I'm not absolved, but it's about third on the list.
So you're gonna catch that on that field goal that they got 12 out there, huh?
I'll be happy to look at that. Plenty of time there, plenty of time. But and then the soup. So and then I have to get the plays to the right spots, and then I don't even make that final decision. There's a supervisor there to make that final decision. So if it's anything like a target and anything like that, normal things though, it's up to me.
So also at the end of the half, end of the game, you guys are telling us that, right? Instead of on at the stadium, it's going to be from the command center saying everything looks good.
It's collaboration on that.
Okay.
Even rescore collaboration.
Yeah, because Ashanti did get the rule changed.
It was two of us, but
in a half, in a quarters. Ashanti did get a rule change to where now we gotta get clearance to.
It was two of us. I was one. It was another one. Both of them coaches remember me.
It was 2 games. It was 2 games, but yours was the first game. Yeah.
We would never know, Quaymon. It was on the Pac-12 network. We would never know. Notice, you never saw any of that footage.
Hey, rest in peace, Pac-12 network. Rest in peace, Pac-12 network.
I know, yeah, they did shut down. So with the Pac-12, are they still using that facility?
Yeah, they will still use the facility. I think they were looking at Stanford and Cal will still be using some of that part of that facility for their games, right? As far as the TV aspects of it. So the command center, and I think they were looking at the Mountain West, leasing it to the Mountain West for their command center. I don't know where that was, but that was the talk. I actually got to tour that facility. It's a nice facility.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic.
And it's pretty much like you said, the money go into it. Pretty much the money is into the fiber and the servers and all that to keep all that going, because those live feeds to those stadiums
they got to be immediate.
You got to be immediate. It can't be delay. We can't have action and 10 seconds later, Monty, you buzz the field. They done already scored. And like, hold on, we looking at second down. We don't.
So Ashanti, let me ask you a question, because this is kind of related of how we all came up and stuff. Most of your time in JUCO or community college and small college ball in Southern California, you were involved on crews, right? Most of your time when you were small college ball, it was crews. So this is kind of
JUCO was too, wasn't it? Yeah,
JUCO was crews.
Yeah, so this is gonna be your first.
I take that back, Craybon. I had a season where I wasn't on the crew. You remember the season early in my career? We had a discrepancy.
Yeah. We'll leave that one. We'll leave that one alone for you. But
I got the experience working with people weekly.
Right.
Before.
But since high school, this is going to be the first time that weekly, even though you know everybody, it's it's a rotation around because there's no set crews. It's going to be just mixed up. Which, how do you feel about that going into it? That now you just don't have that consistency that you used to. Downfield partner across the field.
I think
on that checklist.
Hey man, Craybon.
No, it's good. I mean,
hold on. Let me get my answer out.
Right.
When you're professionals at this level, Craybon,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the crazy thing is, it's not like it's a lot of us. So my downfield partner would change once or twice. So you know what I'm saying? I still work with the same dude, maybe 3 or 4 games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not going to change. It's just the referee I might have the same referee 3 games, you know what I'm saying? So it's a mix, but it's just the dynamics of everybody else, because the mentality, you as a referee, you got to deal with 7 like herding cats. So now it's a difference. Like that crew dynamic when we change weekly about who's responsible for the O2Os, who's responsible for the hotel, dinners and all that dynamic's gonna be different.
Yeah, it's the communication part. You just can't get that one group text that you start out with at the beginning of the year and maybe a couple changes here and there. It's like each and every week, you're like, who am I talking to?
So the ironic thing, the funny thing, how every crew has their travel doc. We only have one travel doc for us, right?
Oh, okay. just a master list.
It's just a master list, like the week set up, but you do 2 games, whatever a week, but it's just once because it makes sense, right?
Right. That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
Like you said, who gets the hotel? Like, being that some guys look, who gets the rental car? That dynamic is going to be different.
Right.
But it's, again, we're all professionals. So it's like, it shouldn't be hard to mesh. Because like you said, it's some seasoned vets on there. So they're like, okay, they're going to take some of the ball.
Oh, good catch there.
When you think about it now, what you're doing that, I would say it probably would be good at all levels if we had one doc and you would just give a crew a tab, right? And the crew
that's
has
all it
tab.
Is. The week
and tab. They have they travel doc, because we all get mixed up here and there because of conflicts or whatever the case may be. So, it happens. But, I asked you that question about working with different officials because, small college ball used to be you would work with the different officials every single week. You didn't work with crews. So you kind of was able to develop your skill set of working with different people, but then you could tell who was good and who wasn't as you were coming up because
that's coming up. Craybon at this level, everyone deserves to be different. There. So we have
no. I'm not saying it like that. What I'm saying is for a lot of the younger people that listen to the show, is they are all so worried about getting on a crew to where, in my opinion, it was nice working with different people when you were coming up because you got to develop different skill sets compared to just being on a crew.
Yeah.
Power 5 level, big time, being on the crew is good because you need that consistency because it's a lot more responsibility.
You're going to go through some highs and lows of a season. So you need those vets to say, hey, pick it up. Oh, this game week's going to be different. But like you said, that one season where I had to pretty much go outside myself, like you said, because you're working with different people. So you got to know how to fit in. Okay, you just can't be, I'm taking everything. You know what I'm saying? So
I think you do, though. I think you over officiate when you don't know who's next to you each week by week by week by week.
Wrong, because you over officiate And now it's like you know how well we've been that month, but we've been on a crew and somebody come
like,
in.
that's why I say I didn't had to over officiate it for a couple people.
Yeah, you trying to prove a point, right? You trying to let them know I'm here.
I know what I'm talking about.
You coming in like Kobe,
Yeah,
like I'm
man.
taking 32 shots. Any false start, I'm throwing it. You know,
but Ashanti, we can say because we just worked a scrimmage last week. And we were, helping some younger officials that was out there with us. And it's not always about being correct, right?
No, it's not.
You got to know the game situation that, that may have been a foul, but it wasn't at the point of attack or at that point in the game. You just can't make that call. And that's the difference between, the lower level officials and, officials that's been doing it for a while at the upper levels, because now you understand time and score, the situation of the game, and all of these different aspects of it to where, that may have been a hole, but it was the last play of the game. The defense stopped them. It didn't break the play. It's just all kind of other factors that we can put into it going forward. So it's not always about being correct, which you always want to be correct, but sometimes, you just, nah, we ain't calling that.
It ain't about being correct. It's about being invited back.
Right. Exactly.
Because when, like Monty said, if you go out there with the wrong, like you said, wrong personalities, you out there throwing. They like you now. You got that reputation of, okay, we talked to him the fifth time when he threw that five.
Right.
When he threw that flag, he didn't pick it up. Like, hey, bro, like, hey, you good?
Yeah.
You got this, so
it's your fifth illegal formation of the game. Like, hold on now.
Yeah, when you get to this level, you got to understand nonverbal cues, because there was a couple times in the command center in the back where I knew there was some stuff. I said, I don't think they're gonna call that, and they said we still gonna roll with it. I said, I don't think they're gonna I don't think they're gonna go with it when they review it. Went with it, and it's not gonna break the bank. So, but don't be that guy in there saying, I know I was right.
Right. That's it.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. And as we talk about it nowadays, it's such we are part of the TV production. Our job is to make sure that the flow is right. It's an enjoyable thing to watch, not only live in person, but also on TV. And it's done at an appropriate amount of time, right? You don't want no 4-hour game because the TV producers ain't gonna be happy about it.
Unless you got 6 overtimes, you better
have
some overtimes.
No, thank you.
There's something happening.
Ooh,
no,
man,
thank
you. Bring that word up, man.
That's
a bad word.
Check still the same.
You're right. That's something too where you realize, even at all levels. When I was in the SWAC, it was a production, but now we talking about B movies. You know what I'm saying? Low budget student films. So now this is a major. This is the Avengers every week, right? This is a Marvel movie. So,
but you look at it, all the realignment and everything that we're going through is off of what TV. Right? Because TV wants this live content, and we have other than the NFL. College football is the second best live content that they control, knowing that they have a certain number of viewers locked in, but 2.5 to 3 hours and 15 minutes. We got you here. And, we can sell these commercials. Exactly. And longer than that now with the extended playoffs and everything else what is it? I think it's a total of 18 weeks or something like that this year.
No, they start early.
Yeah, the Olympics though. It's rivaling that Olympics. I mean, that Olympics was tough, man. I caught myself watching things I ain't never even heard of.
What's going to be curious with that? Got you. What's going to be curious with that, Monty, is because of the Olympics, so many people got used to Peacock and searching where to find stuff.
Right.
That now we're going to see that it does that transition into college football now to where people go. And
hold on, Craven. We got a special guest.
Hey, how's it going?
What up, PT?
PT.
They said, "What's up, Mr. Turner?"
We say he coming for that.
That's the only time we gonna see him, man. Clip that.
Right, that's the only time. Right. That's the only time we can see him. That's all we said. We just said hi. It was this said hi to him. This said hi
It's
to
gonna be
him.
the
So,
throat. Okay.
so
Yeah. So
all right. Well, a big thing in the off season too that we got to cut this off because Ashanti, has a new role. He is the instructional chair of a local Southern California high school group, so he has to go out and do his first on-field training this year. So he didn't mention that he is.
Hey
now the
man,
instructional
sometimes when
chair.
people volunteer you for things, sometimes it's best to say no. You know what I'm saying? When everybody looking talking about, man, it's gonna be good for you, that's the biggest lie. You know what I'm saying?
And on that, folks, everybody, welcome back to the next season. We're looking forward to it. Hey, if you guys, a lot of you have our contacts out there. If you know a person that we haven't interviewed and we should interview them, reach out to us, let them know, put us in contact with them. We're going to try to go out there and interview as many people as we possibly can to continue to bring you this content that you enjoy.
And it
Thank you for sticking
only
around.
have to be football, officials, lacrosse, anything you got.
We want the Olympic breakdancing official.
From Australia, right? We want the officials from Australia.
We was at the Olympics.
That didn't make no damn sense. But Cravon, one last thing. How'd you like
Yes,
to start?
sir.
So Ashanti, Cravon has joined our wine club. The wine club out at PCH Street, where I sent 3 bottles a quarter. How you like the first set?
I heard the reviews ain't that good on the shipping.
We got to work on the shipping, but I will say it wasn't Monty's fault. For some reason, he dropped it off at the Brown Bus place, and it didn't move for 3 days.
Right.
So that's not on Monty. He actually came.
I was up like crack of dawn.
Right.
Yeah.
He had it there, but for some reason, the Brown van didn't decide to move it for 3 days. And so it showed up late for the party. So I missed out on the party, but I have tried the wines and it was delicious.
Bam.
Yeah.
There you go.
I seen him. He tried to hire me as a shipper. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm trying to cut costs.
Right. If I would have known Barry, it would have been better. Like, hey, Ashanti, you gonna be up there. Give me some.
I tried to tell him. To tell him.
It would have been better, but yeah, it didn't make the party, but it gives me a reason to get back together with that group of people and
Monty,
do it all over again.
Since it's quarterly, when's the next shipment coming?
September's
coming.
Yeah,
so we need to get
when my Amex getting hit again, because I was like,
ouch. September.
Oh man, hey, it ain't cheap. It ain't $2 Chuck.
No. This is it's damn. The last one I got was for Juneteenth. It was in Dijonais Cellars, all black winery out of Paso Robles, Cab, Chard, and a Pinot. Oh man, it damn fine.
It was delicious. It was delicious. It was well worth it.
Next Juneteenth, you're gonna try to do a wine tasting at those wineries?
Yeah. So the next thing we're trying to put on is a barber battle and a barber thing. We got a barbershop
barber like haircut barber.
A hair club, yeah. So
I'm not invited.
No, me neither. Shoot.
Okay.
But for Small Business Saturday, that last Saturday of Thanksgiving, we're thinking about shutting the street down again and doing there's a 2-story building next to me, and they're going to try and do like a barber battle where they got 15.
Okay.
They put like 10 chairs in there, and
You ain't frying no turkey?
Oh, I get Cajun deep fried every year. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, that's my thing. That's the only time I'm eating turkey.
Wow. Okay. Well, gents, again, I have other duties.
Enjoy your first in-person training session. Be nice to the youngsters.
Right.
You developing the next group of officials that
don't run them off. Don't run them off.
That one day are going to replace you.
Hey, have a good night, folks.
All right, y'all. Unofficial Lounge, we out. Thanks for tuning in to the Unofficial Lounge podcast. Don't miss your chance to join PCH Street's MVP Wine Club. Get 3 amazing bottles sent to you every quarter and discover wines that make us throw a flag and stop the game. Visit pchstreet.com/join to become an MVP Wine Club member today. Enjoy the best of the Central Coast of California.
Thank you for listening to this episode. Remember to please like and subscribe, as the Unofficial Lounge is available on all your podcast streaming outlets, including Apple, Google, Spotify, and Anchor. We look forward to you joining us next time in the Unofficial Lounge.